we've paid the price and we've come out of it. But paying the price as well had its own cost. And that is where you're coming from when you say, look, what does it take? Yes, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. For you to come to where you level here, you have to do what you have to do. You have to make sure, like I said, stay focused. Everything surrounding you in Nigeria just want to topple you, want to derail you, want to make you feel as if you cannot do it. Forget you cannot do it. But there's always something I follow. When you get to that point where it's like you cannot do it, that is the one step away from success. But go ahead, when your own time comes, nothing stops it. That time you can also go get those latest gadgets that will help you do things. But every level, everybody has his own level at any point in time. So to answer you, yes, stay focused, recognize, be true to yourself. Just be true to yourself.
So what is Ashbard core vision?
Ashbard vision is very simple, a one-stop shop where we meet up with solutions in the oil and gas sector. First within Nigeria, by extension to be an international company. So that vision is what is driving us. We use the latest technology to drive the vision. I said one-stop shop, where, for example, you need a slick line, but you also need some other services. Come to us, we put it together. We try to make life easy for you. That's our vision. First in Nigeria, extension to Africa and the rest of the world.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Ashbard Energy. I'm curious, very curious. I want to know how this big business, how did it start?
Okay. Ashbard Energy started a couple of years ago. To be precise, Ashbard Energy started 2004. 2004. That was about 22 years ago. But it started as just a one service company, just into one. That was valve maintenance. And then so it was here and there trying to put things together. And then it was more in 2010, 2012 that we now diversified. Entered into so other aspects, NDT, sneak line, E-line, well testing, cementing, every other one that came up. You understand? And when it started, it was more like, okay, let's just start this and see, what comes out of it. And then over time, we realized that it could expand. It first started with someone's vision. And midway, I saw it, I fell in love with it, I bought it, and I own it. So it was under my own leadership that when I expanded to so many branches, so many offshoots of services, it was just a one service company there. But right now it's diverse, it's huge. So Ashbard is taken from the Hebrew word from the Bible.
Yeah, I wanted to know that that's right.
So everything we do, like you keep hearing me say, is on the foundation of Christ, is on the word of God. So we felt, okay, while doing this, let's pick up this word from God as well. And here we are. Ashbard is known everywhere. Initially it was difficult for people, they were calling Ashbard. We kept on, correcting people. And right now, Ashbard is a household name. We have contracts around there. We're still ramping up home. I want to ramp up real fast. I was telling someone today, we want to be, when you're mentioning top 10 service companies in Nigeria, We want to be among those top 10. That's a vision we look forward to. It's always in our mission because of the foundation that we have, which is Christ, the solid rock on which we stand.
Okay, sir. Yeah, just for clarity to the viewers, fine. So I want you to break it down for people that are listening to you.
Okay,
primary
like I
service.
said, the world engineering services primarily we're into what they call street line services, electric wire line services, non-destructive test (NDT), pressure safety valve maintenance, well testing, rig provision. Also into rig provisions. We're into cementing and procurement services. All this we do from top to bottom. Recently, we're also going to be adding coil tubing. We have the coil tubing services. So, and if you look at it, these services complement one another. Because, for example, if you are called out now to go and do well intervention, well intervention is when they call you out to go and work on old wells to increase the production. All the services I mentioned to you, we have them in-house. We don't have to look for anybody. Or if you come and say, I want to do a turnkey, you already have about 60 to 70% of the services. Just call on some other people. Like I said, the group I belong to, just bring the service, let's do this together. So these are some of the services, and the provision of a drilling rig is the topmost for us. Is one of the icing on the cake for us, and we want to really, appreciate First TMP and the people who give us the leverage on drilling rigs, provision of drilling rigs, and we believe we're going places with that.
So what are the distinguishing factors that makes you that unique?
Well, thank you for using the word unique. But one thing, like I said, is this: we always have new technologies. We always pride in our quality services, and our prices are moderate. We don't overprice ourselves. We don't underprice ourselves because we have the tool, we have the flexibility. We know most of the OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. You understand? We have long-standing relationship with many of them. So in quote, sometimes if it's heavy, they can give us what they call credit services, where they give us equipment, and then when we get paid, we pay them back. One of the services we took on, not seeking gyro, then in those days. The guy looked at us, okay, just pay me this money, take the tool, and then over time we'll feel paying it, and then we'll own the tool. So some of those things, help us to make sure that we have to, at the early stages, of course, we're always falling down, getting it wrong, we stand up, we continue. It's not going to be, I'm not going to say it was eureka from the beginning, no. But as time goes by, we're, overcoming those shortfalls, overcoming, personnel issues, not, having it right. But I must say that over time we got a hang of it. We're still not there. I won't say 100%, but I'll say at least we're 80-85%.
If you're just joining us, you're watching Boss Business Television. Our guest this afternoon is an industry expert, Mr. Adewale Adelaja. We're trying to go on a break, but before we go on that break, I just want to ask you, why should I come to you? Why should I come to Ashbard?
I'm sure this is the third time I'm saying it. You expect the best from Ashbard. We give you some of the latest technology, quality service, with quality HSE, very important. We don't joke with our HSEs. It reports directly to my table, because when we work for you, we want the people to leave the site safe. We want to leave your site safe. You understand? We give you quality service. We also render these services at cost reduction, not at cost through price. No. And the services when we deliver, you always be happy to always want to call us back. Every time. I've seen that happen. You always want to call us back. Of course, sometimes we have some issues. But the point is, when you tell the client, you let them know. Because these are mechanics, you can drive, you can buy a brand new car. Halfway the car stops. You can wake up in the morning, start a car, this car is okay. You get to third Milan, you stop. You're wondering, the car that started this morning, that is okay, that took me out. Because they are mechanical equipment. But the most important thing is we did the maintenance, we're sure it's okay. And once we go out there, we deliver quality job.
Thank you very much, sir. What are Ashbard strategic plans for the future, and what broader impacts do you aim to have in Nigeria?
Very simple for us in when you say, look, going forward. I just mentioned we have an additional 1 or 2 services we want to add more. We want to grow more into the African countries, and by extension into other part of the world. We've gained strategic partners with companies all over the world. Recently, we just have one with a company in Mexico for provision of jack-up rigs. Also, we've tied up a relationship with a company in Indonesia for swamp rigs. So we are trying to extend our frontiers. And then by extension, we also want to bid for the marginal field going on. By part of it, we submitted, we hope to move on to the next stage. We want to own the bid because we can have all the experience, we can have the services. So these are long-term projects that we look at. We want to own the marginal field as well, to be able to, be part of the production quota for Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Okay, I will try to round up. I know that I've exhausted you. Okay, your CSR now. You talk about local communities now. So can you share example that's your impact in those local communities?
Well, presently we operate operational hub is in Port Harcourt. Our company, our local host is within transformative there. And we try to understand them, but sometimes they dictate to you so much, and we try to work within what they say. And so far, we've been helpful. Corporate social responsibility goes a long way. We have a project we do for them every year. We have people we employ into our system. We try to train them as well. Our community liaison, our CLO, community liaison officer, is a versatile person who has been doing very well. When we go out for some jobs, we have some community we still have to. And so when they come up with their demands, we try to negotiate, we need them to go and do our jobs. We try to do projects and also, make them to understand whenever Ashbard is around, at least they can go to sleep. They know we perform whatever we say on the CSR. Having said that, there's still some gray area in that community CSR when it comes to the community. They seem to believe that we collect all the money from those oil. So some demands are crazy. Some demands, you look at it and you're like, you're just begging to survive. You have people from community working there. If you cannot pay their salary, what happens? We understand that, okay, yes, the resources in the area, that's why this is happening. Well, we're not against it. I, for one, am not against it. Like I said, I've been in this business 35 years, and greater part of that 30 years was in Port Harcourt. So I know it, I feel it, and in a way I support it. But when it comes to some demands, I don't want to use the words unreasonable, but some demands are just not comfort. We get those demands. And you try to make reason out of it. But they say no, it's not possible, you have to.
Well done, sir. So, what key advice would you offer young Nigerians aspiring to launch their own financial ventures?
Be focused. Know what you're doing. Don't assume. Don't overdo. Just know what you're doing. Ultimately, the decision is yours, no matter what people say. But be focused. Be hardworking. I see a lot of people now, what they want to do is enjoyment first. They don't want to work. They don't want to do the work. They just want to grow, and then the next minute they open their bank account, there is money. No, you have to pay the price. You have to pay the price. There is diligence in hard labor. But when we say hard labor, it doesn't mean nothing in what you know. In what you know. Listen, if you work hard, you will know when it's time. That, okay, I need to leave now. I need to start something. I knew someone who was advised that, look, if you know you're an entrepreneur and you have business in your soul, the day you start working for a company, that same day, start your retirement plan. Because you know what? When a company pay you high, they're good. But there's going to be that day when they'll say, thank you very much, you can now leave. What do you want to start from? So we're told the day you start for a company, that same day start planning your retirement. And the same thing goes. When you start planning your retirement, the day you realize that your business that you have started takes more time than the time for the company you are working for. It's time to leave. It's time to leave. So for the young ones, you need to be focused. If you're not focused, you won't see all these things. You just pass you by. Every single person has an opportunity. But it's how to recognize that opportunity and maximize it is what you miss out on. You can work for a company, they say how good you are, they bring you on board. That's an opportunity. You can be good for a company, you might still be working, but you're so comfortable, you realize that. And they tell you for life. I'm sorry, the young ones now, I don't see it. I don't see that energy. It's quick money they want. It's quick money. If your father left you some legacies, why not? Go ahead, do it. You have something. But for majority of the people, you need to work hard. I know also the jobs are not there. They are churning out so many graduates. Employment rate is high, unemployment rate is high. But then, I still believe there's still people out there who understand what it takes to get a good job, to work in a good place, and come out and do something. The what do you call it? Demand and supply in Nigeria is still low. We still are not there. I'm looking for seasoned business development person. I've not found it. Experience, I've not found it. The ones I see are either half baked or they don't have the moral etiquette and what have you. And I'm like, what happened to the good old days? We've done interview for 2 or 3 today. Out of the 2 or 3, only one managed. And these are people with 12 years, 13 years experience. So, taking us back, the young ones need to be focused. You need to know. You want to do buying and selling? No problem. Whatever you do, the Lord will prosper the work of our hands. But even at that, the woman who does buying and selling, it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. It's proper hard working, proper knowledge of the business. Proper knowledge. If you don't have proper knowledge of the business, it doesn't go up and come down. So, with focus, doggedness, and resilience. And the days, and the Bible says, do not despise the days of thy little beginning. The little beginnings will always be there. But when you nurture it well, you surely go. I hope and pray they can persevere, they can be resilient, so that they can eat the fruit. But I don't know. The young ones want it now.
I hope they are listening to me. So that they can also key into your advice that it cannot be now. You have to pay price.
You have to pay price. Exactly.
Pay price. And so before we let you go, I want to look inward to your workforce, training and retraining of your workforce here. How is it like?
I mentioned earlier on that for engineers, I'm the one that believe you train and you continue to train. And if you show that good knowledge, I'm not scared in sending people out of Nigeria for training.
Yes.
Bring trainers to train people in-house. Every year, when we have a business management meeting in January, the HR collect proposals from all departmental heads for the training of their people. I won't sit down and say, oh yes, sometimes we do 100%, no. But we try to make sure we do at least for each department. We try to, each department. Sometimes I'm the one that call for it. I say, this department, I'm not doing their training, what's happening to them? Or I see the training I sent to them, because I don't want to have big managers. So when I see training for management, we send to them. When I see training for engineers, and even mostly with our technical partners abroad, once I engage you, I tell you next thing, my engineers are going for training, and I say, okay, fine. So my accountants, they look for training on accounting, they go for it. Those that are not ACA or ICANN, mandate you have to go for it. So we believe in that, and that's only we can have the next level of people with high knowledge in any area of workforce. If you don't train your people, you're going to be having enough big people. And it's going to affect you. It will affect your process as well.
So, what is your assessment of the ease of doing business in Nigeria, specifically concerning the finance sector?
Again, I'm just into that. The finance sector is one area where it kills business. It kills business. So, except like I said, you have someone who has put down money for you somewhere. But starting from scratch, it kills business. You have an uncle who works in a bank who really support you, or you're ready to collect money at a crazy rate. I don't blame the bank as well, because they will tell you that, oh, they've got some bad debt from oil and gas. Oh yes. And that's why, oh, we believe in this, let's go for it. And the man collects the money. He goes to marry the second wife, buy the latest car. Until it happens. And then before you know it, the company is working for saying, no, you're not meeting up what we want, so we're stopping the contract. support for the banks. Some support, some don't. Some, you have to bring your late grandmother's left arm, bring your great grandfather's right eye before they answer you. You understand? And I wonder, how will I get my great grandmother's left hand? It's impossible. So these are things that you look at, and then you're telling to go and bring a collateral. You see the project, you see the PO. The person does not amass wealth. He does not own houses all over Lekki, or that maybe 4 or 5 houses in Ikoyi is enough. He just have one of his houses that he's staying. And he says, look, it's only one house. It's not enough, we cannot give you. But he has a viable project on your table. It has to be polarized. I don't know whoever invented that word, but that word does not work in some places. Collateral. And then the business suffers. So the financial sector know who they want to help. The only way they look at you is if you manage, get contract, make money, and then you not put in their bank. They now be your friend. They are seeing your account, you have $5 million. They'll say, no, we'll give you 10 million, we'll give you 10 million. Already you have 5 million, so what are they giving? It's 5 million they're giving you now. So they're not helping you. They're only looking out for the good work you've done, just to leverage on it. But from the beginning, where were they? Why did they? And some of them, they will say they have oil and gas department, they know nothing. The guys they employ, they know nothing. They know nothing. And then they say, oh, risk is risk department. Risk department said, no, what my own with risk? I've told you what I wanted. 6 months down the road, just telling me risk. Who the hell is risk? So some of these things, they bar companies from progressing. It breaks some of the companies. However, I also recognize the fact that some people mismanage funds. Some people don't do exactly what they tell them. Some people don't get it right from the beginning. Why would they give me funds and then I go on a spending spree if I don't know when I'm going to get it back? I don't do a project if I don't see a way of paying it back. No matter how, I'll tell you what, do you want to pay me upfront for me to start it? I sleep peacefully, I go wherever I want. I'm not afraid of anybody. And I want to be, just a question, one of these, I don't know anybody. So I look fine, I look everything. I don't look, ever since GSM started, the 2 numbers I have are these 2 numbers. I've never changed my phone numbers. I have never changed my 2 phone numbers. From the day GSM started. Ask anybody when they tell me, never. I don't know anybody, I don't want to do myself. But the bank can support me. If they are supported more, I will have been a multi-trillionaire. And I'll probably be sitting down with the likes of Dangote and Co. But they don't support, so you just manage yourself and do what you have to do.
So you sit with them.
I
say you sit with the Dangote.
Well, wherever I am now, I know God is blessing me, so I'm okay. And I have a clear head. And that is why I'm staying young the way you're saying. Going with the likes of those people have their own problem at that top. So just God is on the throne.
Very true. So, God is on the throne. That's Mr. Adelaja for you. So on a lighter note, before we let you go, I want to learn a man that has been dragged diversified businesses around him, running this big business. How do you unwind? I want to learn. People want to learn. I want to learn.
Well, when the time comes for you to unwind, you will unwind. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. No matter how good you are, if you are not socially relevant, you are still a misfit in quotes. Because you're working. Next minute, you can drop dead if you're not careful. Check your health. Play with the family. Go visiting, take trips, do what makes you happy. If you're a gadget freak, buy a gadget. You've worked hard for it. If you love good food, take yourself out. Just do you. Do you. But while doing this as well, make sure you don't overdo. You don't overspend. You don't do reckless spending. You don't do reckless things. Watch your health. There's every tendency that you have made it. Now, you see that 800,000 suya. 100,000 naira suya. That's key. Watch it. Be minimal at everything you do. Once you're able to do that, get social, go to relevant places, make friends, attend friends' occasions, family occasions, laugh more. By the time you do all this, you find out that you will not be a social misfit. You'll be relevant, you will fit in, and you live longer. Sometimes my staff say, they see me, I sing some song, they say, how did you learn dance? I said, they play. They play. Like they say. But the point is, you have to stay socially relevant. It cannot be backward. But at the same time, don't overdo. Do what makes you happy. It's you. Not even your wife, not your children, it's you. But have time for family as well. There's everything about family. That bonding, that makes you laugh, that makes you unwind, that makes you go on holiday with them. Ooh, it's awesome. That keeps you going. Once you're able to put all this together, you'll see yourself, going places, getting tax done, breaking milestones, and that's it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. To crown it all, tell us about your personal background and journey to founding and leading Ashbard Energy Ltd.
Who is Mr. Adelaja?
Who is Mr. Wale Adelaja?
Okay. Engineer Adewale Adelaja was born in December 17th, in the year of our Lord in the 60s. He's married to one and only beautiful wife, Miss Adelaja, with 3 wonderful children, 2 boys and a girl, an engineer, a lawyer, and a computer analyst. And from a family of 5, the first son, who just lost his father recently.
At what age?
At the age of 87.
Wow.
So he lived a very, very good life. And I'm proud of him. And I'm glad he was my father. So, having said that, he put me through a lot, into college, went to universities, had my further education in the Lagos Business School. I had so many courses abroad, India, US, training in Germany, worked in Austria, worked in all in the oil and gas sector. Started out in Egypt, which you all know. Moved on to a company called Geoservices. From Geoservices, went into a local company called Casolut that was in partnership with Weatherford. From Weatherford, I moved up to a company called AOS Oil. from AOSOL. Then I launched into setting up a company with two other gentlemen called Geoplex Geotech, where I was the executive director. And then from there to Ashbard Energy. Spanning over, like I said, 35 years altogether. And it's been a wonderful journey. My staff strength, I work as a close-knit team. What do you mean by close-knit? We're a team. A team. Yes, I'm the MD, but I accommodate everybody's knowledge. I learn from them. Not everything you know. If you say you know everything, then you're equating yourself with God. No one knows everything. No one. Absolutely no one. So, I work as a team player. I understand people. I'm able to read people. I can call you and let you know you're going down in this area. Watch it. You're not working hard as you're supposed to be. I call you before I now come in as the boss. I first come in as a friend, as a brother, and what have you. But when you're not changing, I am coming as a boss. Because I understand that, look, I said it from the beginning. The 3 P's make a company. Number 1, the people, the process, and your plant, which is your equipment. Those are the 3 P's that makes a company. You get the wrong people, you get it wrong. You get them, and you're not making them feel comfortable enough to provide a good working area for them, you get it wrong. So my style of leadership has been open from the beginning. My style of leadership is not off-handedness. And I'm as open as an open book, like they say. So when it comes to leading the people, I try to at least go in depth, know what's happening to you. You cannot be under me or working with me and say, I'm not giving you listening here, or I will even call you, make you understand what's happening. At least, as at the last count, we have a staff strength of over 100.
Wow.
Yeah, both in Port Harcourt and Lagos. And I try to know everybody by name. So that for me is just sort of being a team player. There's a big difference between a boss and a leader. Once you're able to fit into the right place, things work out easily for you. So that's the journey of my life for a while now.
Thank you very much. What is better place to stop this conversation? It's been very, very incisive. And as we are wrapping this conversation here, we'll be talking to the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Ashbard Energy, Engineer Adewale Adelaja. We talked about the Nigerian economy, we talked about the oil sector, we also talked about Ashbard Energy. So I want to really thank you for taking time to honor our invitation. It's been very incisive, very educative, and we hope that next time we knock at your door, you open your doors for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure having you around. I appreciate both of you. Thank you for the question. Thank you for your coming as well. Didn't feel that, we need to go see this man and then, have this interview with him to put Ashbard in the spotlight. I appreciate you. I appreciate the company. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, sir.